Hey everyone, it's New York Dan here. Guess where I'm going? I'm in Northport and I'm going to pick up my friend Eric. By the way, guys, my fuel tank gauge is now working. I just left the car sitting overnight when was that? A day or two ago when I worked on that unit that tells the fuel level. Yeah, the gauge is now working. You're going to see the video. I took a video of what I did. And then when I put it back together, I turned it on. I turned the ignition on and it still seemed to be reading low. Well, I never touched it and it's working fine now. Maybe it has to reset. Maybe there's some kind of circuit with it. But I'm reading that's the correct level. I'm impressed. All my gauges are now working on this car. And I've got the digital dash. You see that odometer and the temperature? 64 degrees in New York. Okay, the deal is the dash that this car came with originally, it wasn't digital there. You might be laughing saying you got digital dash. I'm talking about just those numbers down there. It used to be a mechanical and they had problems with that cluster. There was a recall on it. I was able to buy this on eBay, this dash. Digital dash. So guess what? I mentioned I'm picking up my friend Eric. Yeah, the reason I'm picking him up, his Honda Accord is in the transmission shop and there was a big controversy saying it could be $9,000 to have the car fixed. He's been without a car for like 2 weeks. I'm trying to find where his house is now because I usually can tell by his car is parked in the driveway. Is it this one? I think it's this one. So I'm going to pick him up in my Mercedes, which has probably over 270,000 miles on it. Yeah, that's right. It reads lower. It's reading 213 because this is a replacement gauge cluster. And yeah, there he is. He's going to come down. Wow, look at all that. They're doing some hardcore landscaping around here. I don't even know, what is that, topsoil? That's some serious gardening right there. So, yeah, we are going to go over to Applebee's. And, yeah, we'll see if he wants to. He's usually grumpy about being on the video. So, I don't want to, like, say this while he's in the car. But his car's broken. That's what the problem. And they were going to buy him a used car. And now the transmission guy, he went to pick the Accord up and he's like, no, I got a transmission for you. It's from the junkyard. We don't even know if it's going to work. I'll see you at the beach. So now we're over at Stop and Shop. I just noticed this gas station here, is it mobile? It has another Bola Market over there. I was just at that the other day. You guys remember? When did I go there? Just yesterday, right there. It says, I don't know if you guys can see it, but that actually says Bola Market. Yeah, so far so good. The gas gauge is still working. I've now driven 7.8 miles being a taxi here, essentially. My friend had to get one of those, you know those lactate pills, if you have problems with like eating cheese or something, or milk, he had to go in here. I don't know, there's probably something I need at the damn store actually, and I should be going in to get it. But, see if my lights are all working. Yeah, they're working, everything looks good. This thing's running good. The diesel, that's the sound of efficiency. The previous owner put in these special lights. There's some kind of HID lights in here, and he put these are LED. Oh, you know what? You know what's really cool? I'm going to try to show you what these turn signals do. You see how they're on solid? If I can reach the signal store. When you turn, look what happens. Isn't that cool? It shuts off the white bulb in there and it puts on an amber bulb. The previous owner did that, and he put those AMGs on there. Yeah. He just left all the other stuff that's very hard to fix, like the power steering pump that was going to cost over about $1,000, and the alternator, which was ready to burn out. It went out maybe 2 weeks after I bought the car. He just left all that for New York Dan to handle, but he took care of the lights. Yeah, no joke, the power steering pump, I actually retrofitted one for a cheaper Mercedes that had all the features. It has a second part of the pump that has a circuit to lock up the differential for traction control. Okay, my friend's coming out now. So I retrofitted a cheaper pump from eBay. I got the pump for only $86 used, because the original pump for this car was going to be $1,000 used. Did they have it?
Yeah.
Okay, good deal. To the bees. Hey guys, at Applebee's here. I wanted to show you the menu before they take it away. This is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. It's his drink. You wouldn't think it would be a pink drink, being that it's Dwayne "The Rock. But what it is, he's got a premium, maybe it's this Terramana Tequila Blanco. That might have been what he was like holding in his feature over there. I'll show you guys. Triple sec, that's like an orange liqueur. Watermelon and lime. $6, and it's served mucho, it says. And then they have the Brutus Dos Equis lager. I think these are the two deals, the Cerveza and Sips. That's what they got going on here. And of course, they also have this weird dirty fountain sodas. They put a lot of sugary whipped cream with a cherry on top of a soda for you for $1 more. This is what's going on here. Sizzling caramel apple pie. Oh, it's only 1,030 calories. Holy smokes. And then they have these buckets, Bacardi bucket drinks. I'm sure they're pretty big. I think somebody tried one of those. I might have tried one in one of my previous Applebee videos. And then, yeah, here's the buckets. This is their whole drink menu. But if you come at night, oh yeah, every Monday's margarita day, $5 house margaritas, mucho. Perfect margarita. This is probably better quality, top shelf, $9. And then Wednesdays, half off wine bottles and $7 mucho sangria. So if you like the margarita, come Monday. If you like the sangria, come Wednesdays. And half price apps, 10 p.m. to close. This is what we're going to get tonight. Some wings going, some mozzarellas maybe. And then, believe it or not, our friend invited us again to meet up. We might be going down to the village where they have bars, or do some pool, shoot some pool. Yeah, I'll show you the place. They got the bar going, it's decorated. I don't know, Memorial Day's coming up. Red, white, and blue, guys. That's what's going on here. But it's exceptionally crowded tonight. We couldn't even find 2 seats at the bar, so we're doing a table. So we finally got our orders put in. And you know what? There's something on the table that pees me off. I'm going to show you what it is, if you can guess. This damn thing. You know these crazy things? I don't know. I'm anti-technology, I guess, but maybe it's a good thing, because if it's super busy, we might be able to just pay our bill there. Yeah, tonight is booking here. Don't ask me what's going on. It's not Memorial Day yet. What's the deal? It's super crowded tonight. Every Tom, Dick, and Harriet, they're down here at the Bees. We invited our friend again to come join us. He's eating at a steakhouse tonight. He ranks on Applebee's. He's like, that's where the bums go. Well, you know what I like about Applebee's? You can kind of kick back and dress casual. You could wear your sweatpants here and kick back, right? It's after hours. Yeah, we might meet him at a bar later after the bees. And now that I think about it, I'm not really dressed to go to the bar. Maybe if I zip this up. Nah, I'm not gonna be in like. Well, we're gonna see. Cause last time he's hanging out with another guy we know, and the two of them were back at his house by the time we got done here. Yeah. So maybe we'll be going over there to shoot some pool. That's always fun to do. You know those pool tables? Yeah. Hit the thumbs up. Ah, great, thanks. Your friend, New York, Dan. And we just got a soda, just came out. A soda. My friend Soder. Soders, guys, soders. You like those soders? Diet sodas. I avoid those now. I don't drink those anymore. I'll tell you about when I do my supplement video. Yeah, you know my buddies are here. You guys like Breaking Bad? Brian's here tonight. Bryan Cranston, Breaking Bad, guys. You ever watch that series? He's a little wobbly tonight. I think he had a little bit too much to drink tonight. But yeah, Bryan Cranston. And I told you, he's been drinking. What is this? Dos Hombres. He's got the bottle there. Dos Hombres. I don't even know what that is. 100% agave. Ah, that must be tequila. I thought The Rock was selling the tequila. Margarita has come out, my friends. I should have gotten the one that was like the one that The Rock was promoting. I don't know. Now I'm thinking I should have gotten that. It was $6. This is 2 for 1 though. After hours margarita special. That's the best margarita I ever had in my life. Pretty damn good, guys. That is good. I wonder what drinks The Rock has. I gotta see. Is it the same tequila as this? The 100% agave. Yeah, you should always look for tequila. Blue agave, that's what its real tequila is made with. You should always say 100% blue agave. Is that what's in here? Probably not. Let's see if the food comes out. Super crowded tonight. All right, guys, let the feast begin. Extra hot. Look at that powder. That's the extra hot powder they pepper it with. I already had a celery because you know I'm eating healthy. My diet plan. Mozzarellas with marinara sauce. That's healthy. This is low carb. This is low carb. You follow the New York Dan diet plan, you're going to be looking trim by the summer, let me tell you. I like it. The hotter, the better. So guys, here's an update. The margarita is $6.30. Great. And don't forget, I'm taking some of this stuff with me in a box. That's right. You guys are thinking I'm eating the whole thing. I'm saving some of the sticks and a wing or two to bring home. So guys, I just noticed on this damn thing, I paid the check. Looks like you can order stuff right on here. This looks cool. Eric, check this out. You can order stuff right on here. Oh, wow. If I known, we could have put our order in right there. But yeah, I'm bringing a couple stuff back with me. I'm not going to eat everything here, guys. The diet. It's Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and my friend said only bums go to Applebee's. Huh, he's been proven wrong, guys. Tequila, small batch, 100% agave. It's a nice night out in New York, almost like Florida. Look, these guys are doing, they're doing. I have a channel,
How we get down over here, Long Island.
New York Dan on YouTube.
New York Dan.
New York Dan.
On YouTube.
You got it, yeah, you're on. New York Dan. What has he got back here? Oh, man. Good deal. That's something, yo. Cool. Check it out. Applebee's, guys. Coming to you from Applebee's. Probably tomorrow.
Probably tomorrow?
You'll see it, yeah.
Share that channel again. Let me look.
So, guys, now we're in Huntington Village. Yeah, they're doing a lot of road work at night here. And, yeah, I'm parked over in this lot here. I got the Benz over here. Guess what? Our friend here, he's at this place called J.T. Carrington's. It's a little hole in the wall. And my friend Eric had a good point. He's complaining that bums go to Applebee's. He's like, what's with this place? Huh?
This is the worst person.
It's called Carrington's. Yeah, we were playing on this pool table here. Pretty cool, huh? The back room. Guess what, guys? It's another Bartenders high. It's very quiet down here tonight. Yep, I had to drop my friend off again in Northport because his car is broken. I forgot about that part. Yeah, so the night's even later. It's another late night event, guys. I got the Benz out here tonight. Yeah, it's very quiet here. I can tell the water came up over the dock, over the parking lot. I'm going to show you. Yeah, you see this? I think when it was high tide, oh, maybe it's from sprinklers. But the tide is pretty high. I'm going to show you. I don't know. It might have come up. It very well might have. Look at this. You see how high the tide got? Yeah, it's right up there. And you know how tall that dock is. If you see my video from before, this dock is really high up. I'll try to put some pictures up in my community post. I forgot to do that last time. I took some really good shots here. Yeah, look at this. You see how high up this dock is now? This is usually at like a steep angle. We got some Oh, I hear something jump. There's something in here, guys. There's something swimming around in here. If I don't drop my phone in. Oh, I see a bunch of small fish. I think there's a few big ones going after those to get a snack. Man, is it peaceful down here? Yeah, I'll show you the raftage. If you're sober enough, what you do is you balance on here. You walk right by the water. And then if you don't fall in, you're good. No, I haven't really drank much at all tonight. Check out those rafts. Isn't that cool? What are those things called? Zodiacs, that's what they call them. You have the outboard motors on there. Look at this little sailboat. That looks like a fun time, right? Hoist a sail on that thing. That's the craft that was at the dock in my last video when I was down here. Yeah. The one titled Bartenders High. We'll go out on the main dock. Here's the other dinghy dock right here. You can just walk out on this thing. This one gets real steep. Whoa. Gets real steep when that tide goes low. Oh, listen to those birds. You hear those birds? Yeah, the birds. This is where there's usually a beach. Remember there was a beach last time there? Yeah, the water's up here, right up by the dock. Wow, it's real peaceful out here. That's all she wrote. What do you say we go out to that gazebo? See what the view is. I'll see you guys over there in the gazebo. Well, that was a good walk. I'm here in the gazebo. Yeah, the birds are out. I hear them. I took some great pictures. You're going to see them if you look in the community post section. Yeah, what a night. It's so peaceful out here. Pretty cool stuff. We had a good time too. So the night began at Applebee's. We had a good little snacks over there, I would say. It's not really a full dinner. We had a good deal. Some hot wings and some mozzarellas, which I brought some home. And then we went over to that little bar. It was pretty cool. Then we were playing pool. We went to my friend's house and did some pool. Then I had to drive my other friend back over here who lives close by here in Northport, Long Island. And then he was shot. He was ready for bed. I dropped him off, and now I get the pleasure of what's called Bartenders High. That's when a bartender gets off work and he's got the city to himself. Nobody's around, just the birds. And flat calm out again tonight. It's beautiful out here. Not too many people around. I'm surprised again that not too many people are around. What do you think? Are people sleeping on these boats tonight? They could be spending the night. It's called On the Hook. Yeah, if you got the boat on an anchor and you're sleeping out overnight on it, you're sleeping on the hook. I'm going to be doing this with my boat. I just got to get it running. Huh? If you guys have seen where I'm at, it needs a little bit of work. I got to do a little bit of cleaning, and we got to see if it works. I think because I had a problem with a leak that I think is fixed. I haven't run that boat in about 5 years, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this will be the year. This will be it, folks. Look at that flat calm. I could have had my boat here tonight. I could have had it out here. I don't think, well, they do want you to pay. They have these dock masters, and they are looking to shake you down for money if you're here. I think the season's already started. I think you had to be here before like April, the middle of April, in order to get it for free. But you know what you can do is you can use that hook. You can anchor the boat. And I know places to anchor it in the harbor. And you can sleep on it while it's at anchor. Yeah, there's something jumping out here in the water. They're jumping tonight. Yeah, check the community post. Yeah, you can actually see some of the things jumping. If I just hold it right here, you'll see them. Check the community posts out. I'm going to put up some photos taken with this camera phone. They came out amazing. The still photos, it can really pick up like the low light conditions. It's pretty cool. And we'll take a look on the main street here. It's a little foggy out tonight, a little misty. But the temperature's just right. I think my car was saying it was about 64 degrees out. Somewhere in that neighborhood. It feels pretty comfortable. What a life, right? It don't get any better than this, folks. Where is everyone? This is totally abandoned. It's abandoned, baby. I can't believe no one's around. Bartenders, hi, baby. Hit the thumbs up. Your friend, New York Dan. I'm going to show you in the street. There's actually trolley tracks. They used to have trolleys that ran up and down these streets. I'm going to take a few more shots of the town here. Put that on my community post. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm actually getting hot. I'm wearing this this thing here. And it's getting hot out. Humid. It's very humid on Long Island. And it also rained. You know, it's been rainy this week. So it's super high humidity here, guys. Yeah, you sweat as soon as you get warm here. This is like tropical. So yeah, if you notice, in the middle of the street here, those are trolley tracks that are still here. bunny rabbit. Oh, there's another car. We found one. That might be the police. It was the police. Hopefully they don't bother me. I don't think they will. Oh, there's another car. Might be unit number 2. I think it was a civilian. "25A." Let's see if anyone's coming. The marina. Road work, New York, 25A begins Monday. Good thing it begins Monday. Let's see if the turbo spools up here, climbing the hill with the diesel. No, it actually has quite a bit of torque. This thing climbs right up. Bartenders high, baby. Yeah, I might have to put some music here in the background. We'll see what's up when I post this. 25A, baby. Oh, I gotta go up the hill here. This is a little tricky. Okay, we're good. Now we're gonna need the turbo. Sometimes cars come out of there. Yeah, we're going up a pretty steep hill here. Where is everybody? I'm like that guy, regular guy, driving around instead of the Philippines, driving around here. I'm gonna show you guys where I went to middle school. Yup. We're gonna be going right by it. My junior high school. We showed you Tim's school. It's time to show you New York Dan's school. We went over, there's a video on my channel. We went over to Lake Worth High School. We found it. There's the school bus sign right there. Now if I can find, it's coming right up. Now, a lot of the people that were at my school back when I went there, a lot of the staff, they've probably crossed over. Yeah. The building's still there. And the grounds. I'll show you it. Should we cut through? Hopefully there's no, like, police or security. They're gonna be like, you got some splaining to do. Here it is, guys, Oldfield Middle School. We'll cut through. Nobody's here now. Now I'm gonna tell you something crazy. I used to be in one of those classrooms on the top floor there. It had 3 floors. The bottom floor is my shop class in that corner. Up on the top, I was in social studies or math. Math was on the 2nd floor, actually. Must have been social studies. I was looking out on this very parking lot. Yeah, and I saw a Benz, a Mercedes 300 SD. It was probably, well, it probably wasn't the diesel. It was probably gas. And that was probably, you know, now the car is like a relic. But back then, it used to be a very expensive car. Yup. And up there was the principal's office, the assistant principal. To go to his office if you were bad. This is where we would wait for the buses out here. I'm gonna have some splaining to do if they see me driving around here, right? At this hour. But it turns out this is also a shortcut, because I would have been coming right up this road here. That's my school, guys, back in the day. I'm gonna tell you something funny. My assistant principal, when I was in Florida, believe it or not, this was a couple years ago, I was there with my friend Greg. We went to Club Med in Port St. Lucie. We went to the Gulf to do the Gulf, to play some golf at Club Med. And the guy working the Gulf, he somehow we brought up, I said my friend said I'm visiting from Long Island. Maybe he asked where we were from. And my friend's like, yeah, I live in Boca. And the guy's like, oh, Long Island. He's like, my brother was an assistant principal on Long Island. And I'm like, really? I'm like, and he's like, what town are you from? And I told him, I said, Greenlawn. That's where this. He's like, oh, my brother worked in Greenlawn as assistant principal. I'm like, really? I'm like, who is this guy? It turned out he was the damn assistant principal in that office I just showed you when I was in middle school. Yeah. Had to go there a couple times. And he called him up on his phone, and I actually said hello and left him a message on his voicemail. He didn't pick up. You believe that? True story, guys. So if I get back there, it got bought out. Club Med got bought out. But if I get back there, it's now Club Wyndham, I think. But the same guy might be there. We got to see if he's around. And, yeah. We'll see what happens. Bartenders high, guys. I'll tell you another story. My principal from high school, he retired and he was working right where I was in Northport. He ended up working as a bartender after he retired. Yeah. And one of my friends ran into him, or they knew him. They saw him at one of those pubs right in Northport. And unfortunately, the guy passed away a few years ago. Bartenders high, baby. He probably got the bartenders high. Look like all those bars are already closed up. They don't stay open that late. All right, guys. Hey, hit the thumbs up. I'm gonna wrap this nighttime bartenders high driving video up, and we'll see if I have some cool music I saw from. It's on a channel, another YouTube channel I saw it on, and it turns out it's in the YouTube music collection, so I'll put it on here.